Well, you can be if you give us a call at 434-394-0924. That's the number for the Call Flow Radio Show. Good morning, I'm Chris Wood. We do request that you hold off on your calls for the first part of the show because we do have a special guest in the studio, but he's no stranger to our Francis E. Wood studio. That's Farmville Mayor Brian Vincent. Mayor, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Okay, let's see here. We got the funky mic again. Let's see. Okay, try it again. Nope. Brian?
Move over to this one.
Just
Try now.
hello? Nope. Almost.
You're almost
No.
Hello.
No?
Maybe this mic.
Okay, maybe that mic. All right.
All right, no problem.
Okay. All right.
Does this mic work?
Yes, I think it does.
All right.
All right. Okay.
We're here.
We're good.
We've made it. How are you doing this morning?
Well, I'm okay. Okay, things moving along here. So,
Yes.
you've been a busy guy.
Yeah, it's funny. I was telling somebody yesterday, it's like this is the time of year where my regular job slows down, but everything else accelerates.
Uh-huh.
Which I guess is good that they don't all happen at the same time.
Right. There wouldn't be
But-
much left of
right,
you.
Right, but there's not any downtime. So, yes, right now is busy. It's been a great time here as the weather starts to shift to a little cooler
Yes.
temperatures.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of great events downtown. We had the Heart
Rock-
of Virginia Festival since I've been here. Rock the Block.
Rock the block.
We just had National Night Out, not last night, but the night before. So lots of great events. I also went to the SPCA 50 years celebration over the last month, which was great. And also served as the keynote speaker for Longwood's fall symposium. And so I presented the student body with a challenge. Doug Stanley, county administrator, did it last year. I served as a coach. He was the presenter, and he presented like what were some of the things or programs that would entice college students to stay here. And mine was a little different. I focused on like third places outside of work or home that attract people, so quality of life. And what would be those things or things that the town can do to enhance its third places or its outdoor spaces, places that made your quality of life better. Because as remote work becomes more and more of a thing, people no longer choose their home based off their work.
True.
Now they're looking at where's my quality of life, and I can just commute or do remote work. So
That's right.
got to have some amenities that attract people and make your place enticing. So, yeah, then we had our council meeting last night, which was it had a full agenda, but we moved through it pretty well. We had an introduction of 2 new firefighters, which was great. And then we had the presentation, and I did a proclamation recognizing Friends of the Farmville veterans. So they host their Salute to Service event in November, which is a great event. And it's become such a great event in such a short amount of time that they were recently recognized by the United States Department of Veteran Affairs and the Veterans Day National Committee and designated as a regional site.
Oh,
And
that's
like,
wonderful.
a great feather in the cap recognition
Yes.
for what Kirby Moore and those guys have been doing, recognizing veterans in their salute to service. And so he presented to the council that recognition, and then I presented a proclamation to them recognizing what they had done and how awesome it was. As I said last night, as somebody who we've got 2 members on our dais, Councilman John Hardy, Navy, and Councilmember Vice Mayor Reed, Air Force. So 2 service members, veterans, on our dais. And then for me personally, I grew up in a military household. My father Died in service when I was 14.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And then my stepfather, who's been in my life for a long time, is a 30-plus year retiree from the Army. So
From the Army? Okay.
both those individuals greatly influence my life and what I bring to public service.
Mm-hmm.
And so veterans issues and recognitions are pretty dear to my heart. We had a series of public hearings. Mainly, most of them were around the normal end of year, new year, budget year, kind of moving stuff around. Like projects that didn't get completed last year, you move the money forward to this year because you're going to have to pay for them this year.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing. We had a public hearing on a conditional use permit to allow an accessory dwelling unit, affectionately referred to as ADUs, on High Street. And so we had one person speak in opposition to that publicly. And then we had a letter sent in support of that.
Now, what is that exactly?
So ADUs are a big topic in housing right now. They're generally accessory dwelling units. So it's a separate structure on your property behind your house predominantly. And it used to be referred to as like a mother-in-law suite.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you build the little house, little tiny, one-person house behind you, and that's where your in-laws would move into as they retired out of their big house or what have
Right.
you. So it's increasingly, those ADUs are becoming another mechanism that people can pull to get like more rooftops around them, or to have a place where aging relatives can age in place. And so we had an applicant, we had put into our planning that, there was an avenue through the conditional use permit to get to accessory dwelling units. And this applicant applied, had to make some adjustments to meet the requirements, met all the requirements, got voted unanimously through on the planning commission, came to council, and got voted through on a 4-1 vote because we had 2 council members missing. And so, yeah, they'll have an accessory dwelling unit there. The topic of conversation, one of the council members had asked, because it's been a topic for a while. And one of the things that I had people consider was that the last few years in the General Assembly, there have been multiple bills that have come out trying to make these accessory dwelling units by right in all zones. So as the pressure mounts and across the Commonwealth, you see a lack of housing or diverse housing. The pressure's been mounting, and it's not just a Commonwealth issue, a Virginia issue, but it's a county nationwide issue. And so everybody's figuring out all the levers. And so the General Assembly in Richmond has the Senate had a bill that would allow accessory dwelling units by right. The House of Delegates had a bill that would have done the same during crossover. So when the bills cross over to the other houses and they try to reconcile differences, those bills died. But they're going to come back again this year. And
Okay.
I serve as vice chair on the Virginia Municipal League Legislative Committee, which crafts our policy recommendations to the General Assembly on behalf of the cities and towns in Virginia. And one of those is that we want cities and towns to retain local land use control and be able to make these decisions. I recognize, though, that if towns and cities don't continue to get more flexible, the state will then mandate down that we have to be. And once that happens, then you don't have control.
Then you got regulations.
Well, you're just being
yeah.
told, because we're a Dillon rule state, for folks who don't know, as opposed to a home rule state. And in a Dillon rule state, the state government kind of gets to mandate down to local government how to do certain things. And so if they say you must do this by right everywhere, then we have to. But if we retain control, we have some mechanism by which we can say no or yes to certain things. And so showing a little flexibility, good. And so that went through. And then we had the public hearing on the proposed general obligation bond financing for the fire department renovation expansion, which we've been talking about. And that moved through well and voted through 5-0, so that was good. And so that cements some pretty big things. I mean, we've got the first ever bond rating will come up at the end of this month for the town.
Mm-hmm.
The town administration's already gone to the bond agencies and given their pitch, so we'll get those ratings back in this month. We just celebrated the official opening of the 911 communication center.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Like the
That's great.
collaboration
Yes.
between the town and the county and Longwood and Hampton Sydney. So that's a huge deal that we've been working on. My whole term as mayor, one of the first conversations we had with the Board of Supervisors was about that project. And so it shows, one, the commitment of the two local governments to work together, but also it just speaks to the desire of everyone involved to improve our public safety response times. And that's huge, right? We're a big rural area, and you would get the 911 calls in, and then they would have to be farmed out to different places. Now it just comes into one spot, and everybody can communicate out of there. It makes response times faster, which is better for all of our communities. So that's a big deal. You combine that with the new radio program that'll come online next year, which will get everybody on the same system, radios across the region, and then that'll help improve response times again. And then you've got this project with our renovation of the firehouse, continuing to have a full-time fire force, a new ladder truck, and it's like we've really taken some steps towards increasing public safety for our citizens.
That's great.
Which is great. Makes me
very
feel
proud
that we're moving in a good direction for folks. Yeah, and that was, I think, pretty much the extent of it. It felt like a heavy schedule, but we moved through it pretty efficiently. We came back to sidewalks at the end. We've been having this continual sidewalk discussion around developments and sidewalks and what kind of ordinance we're going to have related to that. We have an ordinance that the town attorney drafted up. We're going to send that down to the planning commission for them to dial it in, and then it'll come back to the town council to discuss. And yeah, I mean, I think that was the bulk of it. We've got Virginia Municipal League annual conference this weekend. So I'll go to that. I'll do the Mayor's Institute first, and then the Virginia Municipal League annual conference, and that's in Roanoke. Like I said, I'll serve as the vice chair of the legislative committee for the Virginia Municipal League. We'll finalize our policy agenda for this year's General Assembly. And then next month is the National League of Cities annual conference. I serve on a number of committees there, so I'll be there. And then I believe our town manager is going to the ICMA conference soon, which is this is conference season for all local officials. And so that's the local, it's like city and town managers conference. And so all these opportunities, what they do is they give you a chance to, one, be in the room with people like yourself who serve communities. You get to hear about new innovations. You get to hear about what's worked and what hasn't worked in different localities, how people have found some successes and wins and that sort of thing. So it's really an opportunity to take lessons from other folks and bring them home, or bring ideas home to help improve your community. So
Well, that's good. When is the traffic circle going to start up?
yeah, that's supposed to start up soon. Yeah, we were just talking about that because the ADU thing, there was some concerns about traffic on High Street, which is a busy connector street.
It is.
Yeah, and I can, Miss Andrews got up and spoke about how sometimes it feels dangerous pulling out of those driveways because the cars block viewpoints, which I can attest to. I mean, I have two driveway entrances on High Street, and one of them is a little dicier than the other. So there was a brief discussion about painting some of the curbs so that people couldn't park too close to the driveways. We'll see what happens there. But the Roundabout construction is supposed to happen soon, start up. It's the VDOT Smart Scale program. It's great because you get fully funded projects,
Mm-hmm. But it takes a while.
It takes a while for it all to come to fruition.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully that will start up real soon. And then there is a public hearing from VDOT concerning the Milnwood, or not, the Persimmon Tree Fork Road intersection.
Now, where exactly is the data center going to be?
It's down Persimmon Tree Fork Road, out that way, like past the Four Paws Bed and Breakfast.
That's out there.
So
then.
it's out there. Yeah. So there, it'll increase traffic. I mean, if that whole project goes through, then yeah, you're looking at a very big increase in traffic for a number of years as they construct and do all that.
What about job potential?
Yeah, so data centers, right? Like you have an upfront job potential, right? Increase, but then it goes away because it's a data center. So you have a big influx of people for a few years, but then it peters off. There's a lot of talk right now about data centers. I mean, Virginia has become kind of the data center capital. There's a lot of back and forth about the advantages and the disadvantages, right? Because one of the things you're starting to see is big increases in people's power bills. And it seems to be somewhat correlated to data centers. And that's a much big macrocosm issue as we talk about where we are as a country. A lot of what we see now economically seems to be supported by AI and data centers. And it's like a lot of the economic buffering that's happening now, even in the stock market, is being propped up by this AI. And so is it a bubble like some of the .com bubble was, or is it sustainable?
How do you feel about that?
Personally, like I'm always a little wary of putting so many eggs in one basket, because if it does burst, then man, you're really in trouble. The AI stuff I've talked about before,
well, it's been around a while.
It has. It's gotten more prolific now. Like we were joking, you can go online and it's like all you see now is just like AI generated videos that people make. Like and like I don't know. I go on Facebook and I'll see like prominent people posting long posts, and you can kind of see the way like it's paragraph segmented out, that it was like ChatGPT generated, helped. And then somebody will like comment argumentatively, but it'll be the same format, and it's just two people using like ChatGPT or something to like argue their points back and forth. And I'm like, is that really us?
No, it just scares the living daylights out of
authentic?
me. It really does. It's pretty scary because we kind of lose our own identity.
Right.
Speaking of not being a pun or anything like that, but it's scary.
Well, and it's yes, it is. It's something to be wary of. I always talk, because I do use it, and I use it a lot for research because you can easily compile information.
Well, there's a good side to it,
right? But
there's always someone out there that's going to take advantage.
Yeah. But it also, from my perspective, what I've experienced is it'll tell you. Like I can plug in my stuff in it and be like, oh, that is a really smart observation. Or and it's like, it's almost sycophantic and like telling you that your ideas are great because it wants you to keep coming back. Right. It's like Facebook or whatever. It's designed to keep bringing you back home to that. And that's the kind of thing that I get real nervous about, is the continual incentivizing of us to be online in this little box versus this, which is human to human conversation, because that is proven to be the thing that makes us happier beings, is interpersonal relationships, interactions.
Yeah.
And so that's where my nervousness comes from, for sure. And I get nervous anytime, like I said, you put too much emphasis on one thing. And right now it feels like as a Commonwealth and as a country, we're putting a lot of emphasis on this AI and on the data centers and that sort of thing. And what does that portend for us as far as it comes to prices on things, not only like the cost of power for folks, but also the cost of our interactions with each other.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Because those need to get better.
That's right. They do. They do. They do.
I was just having that conversation with somebody because somebody came at them about, it was kind of a mundane thing, and they're like, why are people coming at me about this? And I was like, man, it's just we're incentivizing everybody to be mad all the time.
All the time. Stressed out.
Everything here tells you to be mad and fired up and stressed,
right.
because that's the fight or flight thing that brings you back to it, right?
Right, because we're human, we're curious, we're
well, and we have a certain, like, it's like the old adage about the newscast, like if it bleeds, it leads, kind of thing, mm-hmm. right? It's like we're drawn to that, and it's
dirty laundry,
right? It's part of like our moral decision to say,
mm-hmm.
no, I'm not going to be sucked into that as much. I'm going to try and focus on the light, on the
mm-hmm.
good, which is hard to do when these the algorithms are designed to generate engagement, and they know the most engagement is stuff that gets you mad. Or high emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And
pumps up the adrenaline.
I was joking with somebody. I was like, wouldn't it be great if the algorithms looked at posts that drew diverse political backgrounds to them in a positive way, mm-hmm. and then promoted those? Mm-hmm. Like, I noticed, like, there are politicians who can easily get into a silo where they build a brand by just posting sort of partisan red meat, mm-hmm. and then they gain an audience, and then they just keep doing it, right? Because it feels good. You're getting lots of engagement, mm-hmm. but it's all like this kind of one-sided, like, attack mode of where we are. Where it's like sometimes I'll post stuff that speaks to, like, all of us coming together, and I'll get a diverse group of people who will positively engage with it, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, doesn't that feel better? Like, that feels like it's better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, listen, do you have anything else you want to mention?
No, I don't think so. I think I got through most of it. Mm-hmm. It's we're going into October. We got Halloween at the end of this month.
Oh, that's right. We're going to do the parade and all that.
I think they'll do the downtown stuff, and
coming up is the fire truck, the antique fire truck show. Out at Wilkes Lake.
That's right. And then we'll have next month. We'll have the tree lighting, Christmas tree lighting. So we're getting into that time frame.
It is.
Yeah.
Turn around twice and it'll be Christmas.
That's right. Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
For being here and letting us know what's going on in the town and in the area, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you.
We know you're doing a great job.
Thanks.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
All right. That was Farmville Mayor Brian Vincent in to give us some information on what's been going on as far as the town is concerned, and hopefully we'll get to that roundabout soon. Anxious to see how that's going to work. Anyway, time is 8:31. Got some business to take care of, and my co-host, John Staton, I just got a wave from him, so he'll be in as well. Let's take a look now at your WFLO forecast for Southside and Central Virginia. And we have lots of sunshine out there for today. And our weather forecast is brought to you by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading, located at 2113 Cumberland Road in Farmville.
Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading has been helping to build Southside and Central Virginia since 1960, providing all excavation, general contracting, and hauling needs. 5 miles north of Farmville, 2113 Cumberland Road, at the intersection of 45 and Range Tavern Road. Call 392-6010 or stop by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading.
Well, forecast for Southside and Central Virginia. We'll see lots of sunshine today with a high around 67 degrees. It'll be a little breezy with northeast winds around 7 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 18 miles per hour. Now, tonight, mostly clear with a low of 41. On Friday, mostly sunny. We'll see a high of 67. Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 49 degrees. On Saturday, mostly cloudy, then a slight chance of showers at 20%, a high on Saturday of 69 degrees. Saturday night, cloudy with a 40% chance of some showers. Look for a low of 57. And for Sunday, a 30% chance of showers with a high of 67. Sunday night, a chance of showers with a low of 51. And that chance is at 30%. Then your Columbus Day, Monday, mostly sunny with a high around 70 degrees. Current conditions outside, humidity at 69%, winds from the north around 6 miles per hour. We do have barometric pressure at 30.39 inches. Our current temperature after a low of 48 degrees is now 53 degrees under mostly fair skies. The weather forecast brought to you by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading. Give them a call, 434-392-6010 or 6010. All right, coming up, we've got our birthday calendar. That's brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. They're located at 1907 East 3rd Street in Farmville.
Creative Electrical Contractors specializes in commercial and industrial projects and offers quality work at competitive prices. CEC is a licensed Class A contractor in Virginia and North Carolina. Creative Electrical Contractors has been in business for 25 years, still committed to the values that were established when the company opened in 1998. Integrity, quality workmanship, and timely delivery. CEC, located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville. You can contact CEC at 434-392-3802 or at creative-electrical.com.
All right, that's our cue for the birthday calendar, and to tell us who's celebrating, John Staton's in the house.
I am. Is this the microphone?
No, that one's not working very well. So we'll get the other one going here. Okay.
Hey. Hi, I'm Bob Barker. Let's control the pet population and have those pets spayed and neutered.
That's right.
All right, here we go. What is today, anyway?
Today's the 9th.
Oh, it is. How'd that happen? All right.
It's going by fast.
No. All right, so we have one on the calendar, the actual calendar, and I will look at the other pieces of paper I have to keep up with here. Henry William Reed having a birthday today, Thursday, October 9th. Henry William Reed. Let's see what else we have here. That was yesterday. That's tomorrow. I believe that's it, Chris.
Is that it?
It looks like that's it.
Okay.
For today, anyway.
All right. Well, how can they get those names to us?
Well, they can go to, send it to birthdays at WFLO.net, and that includes anniversary names as well. Birthdays and anniversaries both can go to birthdays at WFLO.net, or you can call us 434-394-0924.
Okay.
I feel like I'm on a telethon or something. And we're looking for those calls now.
Yes, we are. The birthday calendar brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. If it's not right, they'll make it right. Call 434-392-2802.
See, the true test would be to switch the mics and see if maybe the mics, but this is not the time to do that.
All right, well, you just need to talk up, speak up.
Oh, hey.
There you go. There you go.
Modulation.
Lines are open, 434-394-0924. And it is your Thursday, this October the 9th. Let's check some celebrity birthdays going on. Let's see. For October the 9th, I have Sharon Osbourne. Ozzy's wife.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Poor Ozzy.
She's turned... Poor Sharon.
Well, one of them's happy right now. I don't...
Oh, let's see. She appeared in a political commercial in an episode of Doctor Who. So that's Tony Shalhoub.
Yeah, who's he?
The monk.
Oh, Monk.
Yeah, he's Monk.
Okay.
He turned 72. He's married to actress Brooke Adams. So.
Brooke Adams. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Oh, this guy I love. Scott Bakula. Turned 71. Bakula, yeah.
The guy that used to be on, I used to know that show because I used to watch it.
All right, hold
The one
on.
where he would morph into other people's bodies at different times.
Quantum Leap.
Thank you. An angel stepped down and
Yeah.
said Quantum Leap.
Quantum
I'm
Leap.
thinking everything like Vertical Horizon. I'm thinking everything but Quantum Leap.
Well, he's also appeared in episodes of Only Murders in the Building and What We Do in the Shadows.
He was in one of the Star Trek
Yeah, he
spinoffs
was.
too.
That director Guillermo del Toro is, see how old he is. He is, wait a minute. He turned 61 today. Of course, he directed an adaptation of Frankenstein that premiered earlier this year. Very, very talented. I've got this pop-up that won't go away. That's why I'm having such a hard time. Actor Brandon Routh.
Yeah, he played Superman for like one film.
Turns 46 today.
Okay.
And he appeared in the music video for the Christina Aguilera song What a Girl Wants. How about that? And actress Spencer Grammer turns 42. Her middle name is Karen. And we've got some others. Singer Nona Hendricks of LaBelle is 81. Jackson Brown is 77.
All right.
Actor Gary Frank of Family is 75. Actor Richard Chavez of Predator is 74. Actor Robert Wool is 74 of
74.
Arliss.
Arliss, yeah, I remember
Arliss.
that show. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was on HBO.
Yeah.
It was about
The
a
dollar signs threw me there.
Yeah, it was about a sports representative, whatever you call sports agent. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Accordion player James Fernley of the Pogues is 71. Actor John O'Hurley of Family Feud and Seinfeld
Yep.
is 71 today. Which character was he?
The guy with the white hair that Elaine worked for at that business she was always
Okay,
working at.
I gotcha.
Peterman was his
Peterman.
name.
Yeah, Mr. Peterman.
And they bought stories off of Kramer because Kramer had these interesting stories.
Oh, yeah.
And then eventually Kramer caught on to that. And he goes, no, I'm the real Peterman. And he started doing that tour and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, the guy that talks like that had that white hair. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he did host Family Feud for a while, too.
Yeah. Well, actor turned producer Linwood Boomer of Little House on the Prairie is 70 today. Let's see. Actor Michael Paré of Eddie and the Cruisers is 67. Jazz saxophonist Kenny Garrett is 65. Singer-guitarist Kurt Newman of the Bodines is 64 today. Country singer Gary Bennett of BR 549 is 61. Singer PJ Harvey, 56. Director Steve McQueen, 12 Years a Slave. That's the movie that he's most famous for directing, is 56 today.
Okay.
Actor Coco Brown, Tyler Perry's For Better or Worse, is 53. Actor Steve Burns of Blues Clues is 52. Singer Sean Lennon is 50 today.
Okay.
Also, musician Lecrae is 46. Actor Zachary Ty Bryan of Home Improvement is 44. Comedian Melissa Villasenor of Saturday Night Live is 38. Actor Tyler James Williams of Everybody Hates Chris is 33. Country singer Scotty McCreery of American Idol is 32 today.
Okay.
And that's about it. Okay, that's
Somebody lost a button.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Let's see.
I found it on the floor.
A button?
It looks like a
doesn't-
button.
Let me see it a minute.
You don't think that's
Hold
a
on.
button?
That is a button,
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Oh, I know why they lost it.
Because the middle piece.
Yeah, because the middle piece is
Fell out.
gone. I don't know.
And now it looks like a clover inside
yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
All right, so button,
three-leaf
button,
clover.
whose button is it? It's 8:42.
Or an ace, like on a deck of cards. Kinda
Yeah.
Looks like an ace.
Yeah, sort of like that. Anyway, very interesting.
Noah, are your pants falling? Okay. He's shaking his head no.
It's 8:42. Maybe Brian Vincent lost it.
Maybe his pants are falling right now. I don't know.
I don't know.
Whoever you are, be careful.
It's 8:42. The number to call, 434-394-0924. Beautiful Thursday, fall-like temperatures. I mean, you know, it was like, you could really tell. I was outside yesterday when the winds changed, and you could just really tell that there was, you know, that they shifted to the north and were blowing in some very cool air. So it got up this morning, it was cold. All right. Lines are open again. Let's check out today in history.
All right.
2004, on the featured event, on this date, for the first time in Afghanistan's history, voters went to the polls to choose a president, selecting Hamid, let me see if I can, this Karzai.
And where was this at?
This was in Afghanistan.
Okay.
He'd served as the
You have
interim.
to ask now.
Yeah, I know. He'd served as the interim president after the fall of the Taliban regime in 2001.
Okay.
2024, Ratan Tata, a former chairman of the Tata Group, who
Ta-ta for now.
who was widely admired for his personal ethics and philanthropic activities, died in Mumbai. And let's see, what else was going on? 2001, the United Service Organizations, which is the USO, appointed entertainer Wayne Newton as its official celebrity frontman, replacing Bob Hope, who had served in that capacity since the early 1950s.
I'm sure he's saying Donkashane.
Please. Oh, don't do it. 1997, Italian playwright Dario Fo was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. In 1990, David Souter took his seat as a U.S. Supreme Court Associate Justice. And let's see, 1982, Anna Freud, psychoanalyst, author, and daughter of Sigmund Freud, died in London. 1936, the Boulder Dam, later called Hoover Dam, on the Arizona-Nevada border, began generating electricity for such areas as Los Angeles, which celebrated with a parade. In 1888, built between 1848 and 1884, and dedicated in 1885, the Washington Monument, a marble-faced granite obelisk that honors the first U.S. President, George Washington, opened to the public in Washington, D.C. I didn't realize it was that old. All right, we'll go back to 1635 when Roger Williams was banished from Massachusetts Bay Colony, and as a result, he later founded the colony of Rhode Island. So there's a little history for you. Okay. 434-394-0924, the number to call if you want to join John Staton and myself.
It's the number even if you don't want to join.
What is, yeah, well, if you want to look at it that way.
I try not to. But
All right, let's check out our national days for today. Today, October the 9th, is National Pro-Life Cupcake Day.
Pro-Life Cupcake Day.
Yeah, Pro-Life Cupcake Day. Let's check that out.
That means you don't eat the cupcake?
It encourages open dialogue about an emotionally charged topic and an exchange of cupcakes to ease the conversation. Pro-Life Cupcake Day is a sensitive topic people either never talk about or avoid talking about. And, of course, that's abortion. All right, let's see here. Today is National Moldy Cheese Day. You have any of that in your refrigerator right now, John?
I don't keep cheese anymore.
You don't?
As much
You're
as
not
I love
cheesy?
cheese. No, I like cheese. It goes bad real quick, and I don't want to keep up with it.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
I do love my cheese. I get it with something else now.
Right, yeah.
As opposed to just cheese on its
Cheese. And my dad loved block cheese.
own. So did
cheddar
I.
cheese.
Oh, yeah.
You did it on
My
a
grandmother used to always
saltine
have it.
cracker. Yeah.
I called it fat cheese when I was a kid.
Oh, fat cheese.
Yeah, I was like, give me some fat cheese. I want some fat cheese. Can I have some fat cheese?
Well, while spotting mold on your food is usually a reason to panic, On October the 9th, we celebrate the glorious, funky, and delicious world of edible mold.
Funky.
Welcome to National Moldy Cheese Day. This is a day for the daring, the culinary adventurers, and anyone who believes the best food is a bit of a science experiment. This is the one day a year when fuzzy is a feature, not a failure. Now, let's be clear, not all mold is created equal. Your friendly neighborhood cheesemonger, the guru who specializes in cheeses, can guide you through this flavorful frontier. Think of them as a sommelier for dairy. But here's a quick guide to know which molds are friends and which are foes. The moldy friends we celebrate today are the artistic streaks of blue, gray, and green mold. These are specific strains of penicillin that are intentionally introduced to cheeses. They create the bold flavors and creamy textures we love. The cheesy foes we need to be afraid of are the red, brown, and black molds of fuzzy green spots on hard cheese like cheddar. Say goodbye to these uninvited party crashers that can be harmful. The golden rule is simple. When in doubt, throw it out.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
I'll just cut it out.
Yeah.
That's what I always heard. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
just
no,
cut it out.
No, I'm good.
Now, the rest of the cheese might be fine. You just have to,
It might be, but I never played games with it. I was no.
You're not going to play the cheese game?
No. If I saw a mold, that was it. That was all she wrote. Bread, cheese, it didn't matter.
All right. Today is also Pan's Pandas Awareness Day. Now, Pan's Pandas Awareness Day sets out to increase research, education, and support of those affected by pediatric acute onset neuropsychiatric syndromes and pediatric autoimmune neuropsychiatric disorders associated with streptococcal infections, which is PANDAS. So, in the United States, nearly 1 in 200 children are diagnosed with PANS and PANDAS. Symptoms of PANS and PANDAS come on suddenly following a strep, bacterial, or viral infections. And the symptoms include tics, like, you get a nervous tick or whatever.
Oh, not like the ticks that you get on your...
Sudden onset of obsessive compulsive disorder, deterioration in skills, begins refusing foods and becomes selective in foods they will eat, anxiety, depression, reduced performance at school, sensitive to touch and sound, sleep changes, hyperactivity, uncontrolled movements, and rheumatic pain. So that sounds...
Covers a wide range there.
Yeah, PANDAS is often misdiagnosed. The symptoms can diminish or remit. However, relapse occurs increasing in duration and intensity over time. However, some causes of relapse include repeated infections and environmental triggers. Early diagnosis can result in long-term remission. Treatments include antibiotics, intravenous immunoglobulin. That's what it is. I guess it's globulin. And something else, plasmapheresis.
I wouldn't even go down that rabbit hole trying to pronounce those words.
I know. Well, I got into it, so I might as well see if I can dig myself out of it.
I mean, if I get PANDAS, does that mean you go up north and drink Coke? I mean, what? You turn black and white and all that?
No, that's not it.
Oh, okay.
That's just,
those are the symptoms I need to look
an
up
abbreviation
Gotcha.
of this. Anyway. Okay, so those are our national days for today. All right, it's 8:51. Lines are quiet.
434-394-0924.
Now
And the
they're
phone
not.
rings. There you
All
go.
right, let's take our caller here. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
Oh my gosh! Thank you for receiving my call. I was concerned about not getting in, I think.
Oh, well, you didn't have any problem.
Oh my!
How are you
Yeah.
today? How are you? How are you? How
Fine,
are you?
doing a little okay, doing a little baking, I guess.
Doing a little baking?
Yes.
Oh, what you baking?
Let's see. We're on the menu this morning is Well, I'm going to make a sorbet. I bought a bunch of the melons. Were so great this year. The melons and lobes. Mm-hmm. I bought a few and just took out the flesh and froze it. So I'm going to make a melon sorbet.
Oh, that's nice.
And then what do they call it? Old-fashioned ice cream, vanilla ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
We use the yolks. Mm-hmm. And then apple pie.
Oh.
So we'll have apple pie.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
When's lunch or dinner?
Oh, daggone.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So.
All right.
Yes. So you guys are talking about cheese. Are either of you fans of I remember my great-grandmother used to somehow she got Limburger.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that, Ben?
I remember the smell of it.
I've heard of it, and I'm aware that it smells, but I've never actually been around it to smell it myself. I remember a Stooges short where they mixed it up. They were supposed to put something on Curly's chest because he had a cold, and they got that mixed up with the Limburger, and they put that on his chest instead. And he got to a party, and he started hanging around all these people, and anyone that was close to him would go, and could smell him and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't think it does it. I think it tastes better than it smells, right?
I could never get past the smell, so I never sampled it.
Yeah,
it must be pretty strong.
I was just a tyke, so little things like that turned me off too.
What does it smell like, Chris?
I really can't remember how it smells.
Okay.
I just know that it stinks.
Okay.
Yes, it almost smelled like feet and
feet.
just dirty feet. Yes, out of a long day of sports, and you. Oh yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, I can remember that. I can remember the smell of it when it made me want to throw up. Mm-hmm. Sort of, that type of thing.
Okay.
Like when I smell Castoria, makes me want to throw up.
All right.
The type of thing. But I do like blue cheese in some things, but not to just eat it. Not to just eat it on a
blue cheese
cracker.
Considered some sort of Limburger?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either. I used to eat blue cheese dressing on salad when I was a kid, but I've kind of ventured away from that. I'm more of a French person now.
All right, let me look up something here.
Wow.
How do you spell Limburger? Limburger, Limburger cheese. All right, smell. All right, Limburger cheese has a strong, pungent smell compared to dirty socks,
There you go.
sweaty feet, or concentrated cat urine.
Whoa. What's concentrated cat urine? That's like concentrated orange juice?
Well, because its rind is washed in inoculated with Brevibacterium linens, the same bacteria found on human skin. Wow. Ew. While the
Sounds
aroma
more
is
appetizing with every
yeah.
turn we take.
While the aroma is intense and distinctive, the cheese's creamy, semi-soft interior has a surprisingly mild, slightly nutty flavor with tangy and grassy notes.
Huh.
So there you
So
go.
I guess if your feet are dirty and you run through the wet grass, then that will it'll smell like grassy, dirty feet.
Mm-hmm. Why do people eat Limburger cheese? Well, the early 20th century Limburger sandwiches became a popular lunch for working people due to their affordability and nutritious qualities. They were frequently accompanied by a glass of beer. In Wisconsin, the Limburger sandwich can be found on menus in certain restaurants, accompanied by brown mustard.
Well, it sounds like that was like workforce type food. They were probably smelling of BO as it was, and if you chase it down with a beer, I guess that probably explains why people were actually eating it.
Okay. Well, what is the smelliest cheese in the world? This says Vieux Boulogne is widely recognized not only for its pungent smell, but also for its distinct beer-washed rind, which gives it a unique umami depth. It has been featured in multiple food documentaries and cheese tasting competitions as a benchmark for strong washed rind cheeses. So there you go.
I guess you probably can't even get Limburger around here.
Probably not.
You may have to you've been to Whole Foods and they have that cheese section.
I haven't been to Whole Foods, but...
oh, my goodness.
I know.
Have you, John?
No, I've heard of it.
Oh, yeah, they have a large amount of a cheese selection.
Okay.
They'll give you little samples, and the I don't know what you call the cheese person, the cheesier.
Cheese sommelier, well, I don't know.
King cheese, I guess.
King cheese.
Yes, you can have a sample. Of course you can.
Yes, and they know their stuff. The drag is when you ask for a certain amount and then you go to the register, you're like, holy cow, that was a paycheck.
That's costly. Okay.
Yeah, it's costly.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yes.
There is a recipe that I do want to share with our listeners soon. It's a brie topped with figs and pecans. It's it's baked brie. So I love brie. I love it.
Yes.
It's wonderful. People who haven't tried it should try it.
Yeah. Do you dump honey on it before you bake it?
Pardon me?
Honey.
Do you dump honey on it?
Yes, it is. This is a honey brie. Yeah.
Okay.
Fig
Wine
pecan.
and nice aged brie. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Oh gosh. This sounds really good. Yeah, my daughter makes a nice brie appetizer as well. So, but anyway, that's now it's got my mouth watering. I'm gonna have to send Noah out for a sandwich.
Oh my gosh,
Anyway. Yeah. Well, we're just about done here.
Oh.
So, yeah,
okay.
It was great. It was really cheesy talking with you today.
Yes, that was the cheesiest conversation I've
It was a
ever
very cheesy
had.
conversation. So, anyway.
Stick with
Thank
the
you guys.
Cheetos.
Thanks
All
for the
right,
time.
Get back to your cooking, and we'll be over in a little while.
Oh yes.
Take care. Right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, let's see. We've got our news and weather coming up right after we say adios, amigos.
Adios,
All
amigos.
right, we'll be talking at you tomorrow. It's 9 o'clock.